Yo guys, what's good? It's your boy Tacho here, and we're back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do a showcase today for the plus 10 Zihark that I was able to get on the live stream. Alright, we're gonna be taking him out for a spin in Aether Raids. Alright, come on. We're not fighting this team, this joke team that Kev K always puts up. Alright, we're just gonna skip that fight. Let's actually fight some real teams. Alright, this one looks fine, so we'll go up against this. Alright, so this guy, he's got Thrasir, Veronica, Eliwood, Ninian, Raisin, and Duma. So, seems like a standard defense team. He's got double dancers, Eliwood, of course, Thrasir, and Veronica. And then Duma just for the lift loss reduction, I guess. Alright, so let's see how our boy Zihark is going to fare against this team. Now, Zihark, he is a bonus unit for this season, so he's getting some really crazy stat inflation here. Even though he is at plus 10, and I did give him summoner support. Like, look how much HP this guy has. He's got 83 HP, and then he's over 60 in speed. So, this is just going to be completely nuts. I don't even know if this is going to be a good showcase because his stats are just so much higher than they should be. I'm going to try to avoid doing showcases of units if it's bonus season for them. But for right now, there's not really much we can do about that. Alright, so we went ahead and danced on him and then smited him up. I want to go ahead and attack Thrasir, and then I'm going to be able to reposition my dancer out of the way. And the reason why I wanted to attack Thrasir first there was because she had Harsh Command. So that way I can go ahead and use the duo skill from Micaiah, and I don't have to worry about Harsh Command messing us up. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that in. Oh, he's also got the infantry school right there, which I believe this guy has it up to level 7, so it's doing -7 to all of Zihark's stats. And here comes Eliwood. Of course, he has the impact effect, so I'm not going to be able to double attack him, even though I'm definitely way fast enough to do it. So, if you want to be able to take care of Eliwood with this guy, maybe Null Follow-Up is a good call. But, of course, I am running actually Spurn 3, because I'd rather go for the damage reduction. And for the weapon, I've given him Safeguard. I think his weapon is, like, the most debatable thing. Like, what weapon do you actually give Zihark? His stat line is very good, of course. He just mimics Ike and Marita in terms of basically everything, except he has a little bit higher of a BST than those two. And the trade-off is that he does not have a perf weapon. So, what sword do you give him? Like, out of all the inheritable swords in the game, which one is actually the best? I've given him Safeguard for the not Safeguard, but Barrier Blade for the +7 res when the foes initiate combat. And of course, you guys know there's so many mages in Aether Raids that the additional res is definitely going to help him out. But there's a whole bunch of other options you could go for, like Slaying Edge, of course, for the -1 special trigger. I think that would be good. We also have Carrot Cudgel, of course, from the Spring Bar Tree. You could give him Pledged Blade as well from the Bride Obito. Problem with that, though, is that Bride Obito is pretty hard to get, being a 5-star locked seasonal unit. So, unfortunately for swords, their variant of Huge Fan is pretty difficult to get, unlike the sword, or unlike the axe and the spear versions. So, that kind of sucks, but there's not really much we can do. And other good options, I guess Wo Dao would be pretty good as well if you wanted to run maybe Brave Lucina to support him, and then you have Noontime for his special. Because if he's got Wo Dao, he's going to deal +10 damage with Noontime. And with Spurn, he's also going to do an extra 5 damage. So Noontime can end up hitting pretty hard, despite it being a healing-only special. And I think Wo Dao wouldn't be too bad of an option. Now, I have no idea when they're going to decide to give us that Lull Attack and Defense 5 sword. Because, of course, we already have that for axes and lances. But if we could get that for a sword, that would instantly be the best choice to go for. And what other swords are there? Like, besides the basic ones, I guess Ninja Katana is also very good, the default weapon that he comes with. You would probably want to run a completely different build than what I'm running here, though, because, of course, Ninja Katana comes with -4 to defense and res. So maybe not the best overall weapon to go for if you want him to just be an omni tank and bait everything. Alright, next fight up here, this guy's got a completely uninvested Ninja Hana on his team, even though the rest of his units have some pretty high merge levels. Interesting that he'd go for that. I guess it's mainly because she's a bonus unit right now, so she is getting some bonus stats. But I don't know, I probably wouldn't just put an uninvested unit on my defense team just because. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and smite Zihark up with Naga. And then I'm going to break his healing tower. Maybe even pop the duo skill from Micaiah and then just face tank his entire team while getting those KOs. Alright, so we got the Bolt Tower to activate. Now I just have to get rid of his healing tower and his units are going to be on low health. Honestly, the duo skill was completely overkill to use right there, but why not? Let's just go ahead and get that overkill, I guess. And we have Altina on the left-hand corner, just breaking some structures so we can get closer to that Duma. Alright, Ophelia's up first. I'm surprised she doesn't have her special attack ready just right out the gates, but not like it really hurts Zihark all that much, despite Ophelia having color advantage on him. His res stat is pretty decent, especially with all the bonus stats he's getting from being a bonus hero and me having him +10 and with the summoner support. And Spurn 3 also does 40% damage reduction from AoE specials. So it's pretty hard for blue units, if they're slower than him, to really deal some serious damage. Alright, Ninja Hana getting wrecked there. Man, these ninja units are so good. All of them basically have 180 BST for the infantry ones. And then they have 46 base speed if you have the speed super boon. Well, Hana has 44 actually. It's Zihark and Navarre that ended up with the 46 speed. So if you ended up getting a +10 on the weapon triangle combo for the infantry ninjas, you're doing pretty good. They're all very strong infantry units. Scoring 180 BST is like completely nuts for infantry to be able to do. They're going to be good in Aether Raids or Arena at that point. So that's why I was pretty happy to get the +10 on Zihark. I know he's going to be helping me out basically everywhere. And also another good thing you can use him for is running him in... What's the mode where you fight the giant bosses? Rooker Sieges, right? Because Brave Weapons are really good in that mode, and you're going to be able to score pretty high every time. Alright, so that's another fight down the drain. Alright, let's move on to the next fight now. Oh, pretty interesting. Okay, so typically you don't see these types of teams, but I have actually fought a couple of them this season. So he's running a full-on bait team with these like armored units that all have surveillance shield. So it's hard to get through them. He's also running Robin, Hardin, and Zelgius because they all have built-in distant counter. So running surveillance shield on them isn't the biggest problem. The only downside to that, of course, is that both Duma and Robin, even though they're negating the effective against armor bonus, they're still dragon types, right? So Naga is going to be able to come in clutch here and give us effective against dragons so we can still deal with them. Also, Micaiah with the duo skill can just punch through anybody. So, I mean, these bait teams are decent if you're not prepared to deal with them. But if you've got some crazy offensive firepower, like what I've got on my team, then it's not really going to be that much of an issue. Alright, so let's just go ahead and break that. And then we're going to go for the pot breaks. And on the next turn, I'm also going to get my bolt towers. So we're going to go ahead and start attacking after that. Alright, we're making sure we get effective against dragons on Zihark here. Alright, wow. I'm actually surprised we can't just walk right in there and get the one-shots immediately with Micaiah. I'm going to attack first with Zihark here. So that way I can just move Micaiah over one space and we'll be able to give him dominance with the duo skill. Alright, Vantage Duma. Not really the biggest threat there. Alright, yes. So I'm going to go ahead and use the duo skill, moving one space over. And then I'm going to be able to dance Micaiah with Plumeria. And we should be able to finish off one of these armored units. Alright, let's see here. Alright, yeah, okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Harden, because he's got the color advantage on Zihark, and we don't want to take too much damage. I mean, honestly, Zihark probably be fine. Look at this guy. He's got 56 freaking HP. Like, come on. There's no way we were going to be taking too much damage from that Lance guy, but I mean, I guess better safe than sorry. Alright, so here comes Zephyl, the only unit on this team that did not have this encounter. Well, I guess besides the Duma. Alright, if I was going to do something like this with these units that have negating effective against armors, I'd probably go for Brave Hector. Like, Brave Hector, after his refine, is so hard to get rid of. And he's got built-in negation of effective against armor on Maltet's refine. And then he gets like a built-in quick repost effect. He has also Ostian counter, which is like just a better version of distant counter. So I'd probably avoid running like a full-on armor defense team unless I had Brave Hector at +10. I'm sure there's other really good options. Like, what you want to try to do is get units that are negating effective against armor bonuses, and then they have built-in distant counter as well. Alright, there's another fight down the hatch. And I guess this is going to be the final fight of the day, so let's just see what he's got. Alright, Cavline, that's fine. I was hoping to fight a Cavline today. It's like the bane of everybody's existence. Nobody likes fighting Cavlines. Alright, he's got Ursula. He's got Priscilla. Only +1 on Priscilla. That's not that big of a threat. +6 through Seer. He's got Mirabilis. +0. +9 Wrath. And then a +4 Mage Erica. Okay. I'm interested to see. This guy has Devilish Bow on his Wrath. Like, what's he trying to do with that? I'd probably go for, like, Spendthrift or Budding Bow or something like that. But I guess those are pretty hard to get. And Devilish Bow, we got a free copy of that Halloween Niles from the compile codes. I think it was Ephemera 10. I think so. I don't remember. But basically, we got that guy for free, so I guess I can kind of see why he would give him Devilish Bow. Alright, his Panic Manor goes up to 65 health. Not even close to touching my Zihark. Even if you have it fully leveled up, it can't touch this guy with 83 HP. Even if he's not a bonus unit, he's going to have, what is it, 73 health? Like, this is no way anyone is going to be able to inflict panic on him with the structure. Alright, so Mirabilis comes in and dances. Not a big deal. Alright, we had Micaiah set up to bait this Priscilla, because, first of all, she's not really that high leveled up, and then also, Micaiah has Mystic Boost, so we can just negate her Wrathful Staff. Alright, Erica is going to get bodied here. Alright, she had Guard as well. Interesting, this guy does not like it when people use specials, I guess. Alright, sure. Alright, let's see here. Alright, how do we do this? I'm not going to attack Mirabilis yet. I think what I can do is actually save Mirabilis for later, and we can use her as like a unit we can bully around so we can go ahead and break the pots. So I'm just going to start by eliminating some of these threats first, so that way we have less offensive pressure to worry about. And Thrassir should go ahead and suicide into Zihark on the next turn. So I should be able to put him right there, right in front of Mirabilis. And I don't want anyone to get hit by Ursula, so I'm just going to move Altina down there. And we should be fine like this. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's actually break that Panic Manor and then get those units in the corner. Alright, Micaiah. Oh my god, Micaiah. I love you so much, Micaiah. Mystic Boost is just like the ultimate staff killing skill. Oh, okay. That was a close one, actually. So Mirabilis danced on Priscilla. She had, whatchamacallit, not flyer guidance, aerobatics. So she was able to jump to Priscilla despite me body blocking her there with Zihark. Alright, a little scary, but luckily Altina got some crazy high res, so we didn't have to actually lose a unit there. And there we go. We're just going to completely destroy this Thrassir. Man, it's so nice having a red unit fully built up like this for Anima Season now, because, of course, Thrassir has got to be the most popular defense mythic for this season. And Zihark's got color advantage on her. And he's also so fast that there's no way she's going to be able to, like, do her killing intent double shenanigans. So, Zihark, pretty good unit for this season in Aether Raids. And I've got Ike in Light Season, because Ike is going to need those light blessings for the plus res a little bit more than Zihark is. Alright, we can body block with Micaiah, because Mystic Boost is just going to recover our HP. And I'm going to just try to go after these pots here. Alright, yeah, only 14 damage, and we get back 6 after every round of combat. Yeah, we're perfectly fine here. Alright, that was not the gravity trap, so we can go ahead and move Zihark over there. And we're pretty much in the clear. I'm going to be able to break both of the pots and then go for the finish. Alright, we only took 10 damage that time. Interesting. I guess it's because we inflicted debuffs with Plumeria there. And let's just go ahead and wrap this up so we can hop out of here. So that's all for the showcase of plus 10 Zihark. Really insane unit, especially when it's bonus season and he's getting all these crazy stats. But still, he's going to be really effective regardless of him being a bonus unit or not. So I'm definitely happy I was able to finish him off, and I'm happy I have another really good unit to run for my raiding parties now. So now that I've got Ike in Light Season, and I've got this guy for Astra Season, I should be smooth sailing for Aether Raids from now on. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the showcase and seeing Zihark in action. And this is your boy Tacho signing out. So take care, fellas. Thanks so much for watching the video. And I will catch y'all again on the flip side.